What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Nathan Nicholls Be a Pro career on Rugby Challenge 3. If you didn't tune into last episode, go back and watch that now. It was the World Cup final, and it was one of the greatest games that we've had on this series throughout all the seasons so far. With that match and with that result as well, the season has come to a close. So that means only one thing: we are now uncontracted. We have no affiliation with any team except, of course, nationally with England. So we can go wherever the hell we like. Here is a list of all the teams who have put in offers for us to play for them in 2020. So we're going to go through these, have a look at the money they're offering, their ratings. A lot of people talking about signing for a lower rated club, so it's a bit more of a challenge. That's a possibility, but as always, as we've always done in this series, you guys decide. It's not up to me at all. So remember, most importantly, have your say in the comments. Just write who you think we should sign for, and that's it. And your vote will be tallied. You can leave it in the comments. You can leave it with me on Twitter. You can leave it to me with Steam as well. All my links will be at the end, and you can generally catch them in the description as well, where you can get hold of me and just have your vote counted as to where we're going to go next season. So let's have a look at these sides first and foremost, so you know who you want us to play for next season. Right, at the top, rightfully so, are the Hurricanes. The team that we've been with for the last 2 seasons. We've won back-to-back titles with them. They want us to come back for one more year on 100,000 smackaroonies as well, and playing Super Rugby for another season. Their team overall is 90 rated, so, I mean, they're better than most international sides around the globe at the moment as well. Hurricanes, 1 year, another contract with them is the first option. Next up, we got 2 years at Scarlets, who are offering us 141,000. Wow, that's a boatload more than the Hurricanes. Screw you, Hurricanes. Move over. We've got 2 years with Scarlets, who are 79 rated. I mean, that's a big drop from the Hurricanes. 79 rated, 141,000 to go play in what's still the Pro 12, but that's all right. We've got Onyx, who wants us for also 141,000 to play in the top 14. So 73 rated, another drop down from Scarlets. Then we have Ospreys, who are next up. Again, 141k, 70 run rated team, so it's going down in rating here. 2-year contract deal is the offer from Ospreys. Highlanders come in next, 70 rated. 3-year deal for 141k as well. So, I don't know if we want to do. We want to go Super Rugby again? I don't know if we do. We've done England, we've done the Viva Premiership, we've done Curry Cup, obviously, when we started out. Now it might be time to, go somewhere else. But that's all up to you guys. The Viva Premiership next up is the Saints. 87 rated. They're a very, very good team. Almost as good as the Hurricanes. 3 years, 141k there as well. 3 years at the Chiefs for 133. I mean, money is really irrelevant, isn't it? I don't know why I'm even mentioning it, because it doesn't make a lick of difference what, how much money we make. So I'm going to stop saying how much money that's worth. Chiefs, 81 rated. 3 years to stay in Super Rugby. Western Force, 65 rated. Pretty average. The Force, I mean, will be a good challenge for us. 2 years there as well. 3 years at the Queensland Reds, 66 rated, a smidgen above the Western Force, so it's still there. Brumbies next up, 76 rated. A lot of Super Rugby teams with a lot of interest in Mr. Nicholls. Sale Sharks offer a return back to the Viva Premiership for 3 years, 74 rated team as well. And the London Irish, they're 75 rated, 3 years for those guys if we choose to go back to the Viva Premiership. Back to the top 14, it is Asian who want to offer us 2 years at the 66 rated club. Another option, I'm sure, sooner or later, we've got to go to France as well. Then we have London Welsh, 78 rated, very good rating as well for the Welsh. 2 years there as the value starts to drop, but again, completely irrelevant. Bath, Bath on us back. Now, they're only 72 rated. We won the Aviva Premiership with Bath, 3 seasons ago. After leaving the Lions, the Curry Cup, went to Bath, won the Aviva Premiership, then moved on to the Hurricanes for back-to-back titles there. Then we have Grenoble. Now, another French club, top 14, 2 years there at a 78 rated club. Bit better than Bath as well, the French team. Gloucester, next up, 2 years there, 65 rated, probably one of the lower rated clubs outside of Super Rugby. We've still got over half the list to go yet, so don't get too excited about that. Then we have Harlequin, 79 rated, 2 years there. I mean, we don't have to stay at these places 2 years, but I mean, it's always an option to go back to back with these teams. Melbourne Rebels, back to Super Rugby, 73 rated for those guys, but I think, like I said, Super Rugby, I don't think you guys want to stay at Super Rugby. But again, it is up to you, Leicester Tigers. Back to the Viva Premiership, 3 years there, 76 rated are the Tigers. So they're better, slightly better than the Rebels. I mean, that says something, doesn't it, about the difference in the competitions. Pro 12, we have Benetton Treviso, 84 rated, very good. Treviso, 3 years there is the option. Then back to Super Rugby with the Bulls, back to South Africa, 2 years there with the Bulls. The Blues, next up, the Bulls and the Blues, side by side, 2 years there, 73 rated, 10 less than the Bulls. The Blues are struggling, but I mean, we've conquered Super Rugby, haven't we? 2 years with the Blues would be another option. Saracens, now we could go to the Saracens, Aviva Premiership again, 73 rated, one of the iconic Aviva Premiership clubs, aren't they? The Cheetahs, well, they're still in Super Rugby here on Rugby Challenge 3, so they're another option. It would be nice if they were in the Pro 14, as it would be, but alas, we do not get updates like that these days. Not the South Sharks, it is the South Sea Sharks. I've never realised how much of a tongue twister that is to say. South Sea Sharks. I'll get it out eventually. 73 rated, 2 years is the offer from the South Africans. The Sharks have another deal for Super Rugby, as do the Lions, 2 years, 75 rated, slightly up on the Sharks. Then we have Castres, 3 years, 71 rated there for those guys. 3 years they want us, 71, dropping down a bit if you want to go to a weaker side. Stormers Super Rugby, again 71 rated as well, 2 years with those guys. Edinburgh could go the Pro 12 once more, 77 rated are the Edinburgh side. The Scotsmen could be an option to join up with those boys. Wasps in the Aviva Premiership, 2 years with them, 74 rated as well. Plenty of options here coming through. Newport Gwent Dragons in the Pro 12, 2 years of those guys, 77 rated. That's quite a specimen little title, isn't it? You'd think they'll fix that. Edinburgh is 77. No, Dragons are 77 as well. Toulouse, back to France in the top 14. They are 78 rated. Again, a lot of very good teams there. Clermont, 85. Now, they're probably the pick of the French sides that are offering us money here. 2 years at the 85 rated club. We could go to France. Do we go to France? Do we go to the Pro 12? Options for us. The Canterbury Crusaders, 78 rated. They want us for 3 years as well, and why wouldn't you? Best player in the world at the moment. World Cup champion! Woohoo! Connacht! Add another one to the list there. They are after us for 3 years, 70 rated. One of the lower clubs in the Pro 12 for Connacht. And then we have Zebri, 71. So, they're actually better than Connacht. How about that? 2 years there for Zebri in the Pro 12 as well. Newcastle Falcons, 72 rated in the Aviva Premiership. Munster in the Pro 12 as well, 67. Wow! Wow, I know a lot of you guys will be keen on Munster, not because of the low rating, but because of that it's Munster, and because it's low rated, that's a lot of you who will probably go with Munster. Might be where we go next season. Interesting. Stade Francais, another one in the top 14, 72 rated. 100k from those boys. I mean, who really cares about the money? That, I think, is it. Yes, it is back to the Hurricanes. So there you go. There are your options of where we can go next season. What do you think? What is your favourite at this stage? Let me know in the comments below on Twitter. Get me on Steam. Anywhere like that, you can get hold of me, have your say, and the votes will be tallied up, I don't know, probably in a week's time or so, and we will get on with our next season in the Nathan Nicholls Be a Pro career, where we can have a bit of a look and see what part of the world we will be going to next. So, another big season for us as well. It will be season 5 of the series, and we could be going, well, with that offer of teams, we could be going anywhere in the world. So just quickly, recap of all the teams: Hurricanes, Scarlets, Oryx, Ospreys, Highlanders, Northampton Saints, Chiefs, Western Force, Reds, Brumbies, South Sharks, London Irish, Asian, London Welsh, Bath, Grenoble, Gloucester, Harlequins, Rebels, Leicester Tigers, Treviso, Bulls, Blues, Saracens, Cheetahs, Sharks, Lions, Castres, Stormers, Edinburgh, Wasps, Dragons, Toulouse, Clermont, Crusaders, Connacht, Zebri, Newcastle Falcons, and Munster at the bottom. No, Stade Francais is at the bottom. Of course, hey, isn't Stade Francais the team that are never interested in us? Yet they've pulled out an offer for us as well. So that is it. I now leave it up to you to make the decision. Let me know where you want Mr. Nicholls to play next season. It is all up to you. Your decision matters. Your vote matters as well for the future of Mr. Nicholls. So thank you for tuning and watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you to everyone who is voting, having your say, and we're back very soon with plenty more from Nathan Nicholls in the BA Pro career. Until then, thank you for tuning and watching. Hope you're enjoying the series as we look to Season 5 in the year 2020. Well in the future now as World Cup champions. Until then, thank you once again for watching, and as always, take care.